What is up guys, Stark here. I am back for another Fate video, and in today's video, we're going to be doing the calendar video for the month of November. So November is really a tricky month for NA, and that's pretty much because of the Thanksgiving event. So every year they always do some sort of Thanksgiving event, and there's no basis for it because Japan doesn't have that event, and it's hard to predict exactly what we're going to get, when we're going to get it, and all that stuff. So I didn't even really factor that into this calendar video, but just knowing that it's there, I don't know, I really don't know if I'm even remotely close to being right on the month of November, because there's so much stuff happening in November and you still have to add in that. So really, I don't know. I'm sure they'll do it. It looks like there's a little bit of a gap here for like the 23rd, so maybe they'll do something on the 23rd for Thanksgiving. Maybe they'll mix in the Thanksgiving event with the 4-star ticket, and we'll go from there. I don't know, but November has a lot of stuff. It's a big month. It's a really, really big month for Fate, and it makes sense. It's the holiday season. November, December are always really, really strong for the game, and there's a lot to get through, so we'll just go ahead and get through it real fast. So the 1st of November, which is today as of recording, is the final day of the Oniland event, so you'll probably have a couple hours left as of this recording whenever it goes live on YouTube. But it is still there. It is November 1st, so it does count for the month of November. So if you did want Tonai, then this will be your final chance to get her for this round of banners. And then on the 2nd, we will get the newly announced Interlude campaign, which will bring out a new banner featuring Ku Walter, Queen Neve, and then we have Danza, who will be rated up throughout the entirety of the event. So that's really cool. Story lock characters, good chance to get them. Ku Walter is amazing. If you don't have a good Berserker, or even if you do have a good Berserker, Ku Walter is still going to be a really good choice to go for. Definitely a potential roll if you don't have him. But also, you could definitely skip it just because of what else is coming out in the month. But, if you do decide to go for Ku Walter, definitely not going to say no there. The 3rd is going to stay the same, and then the 4th will also be the same. The 5th, Ku Walter will go away, and it'll just be Queen Neve rated up by herself with Danzo. And this will be the same for the 6th. And then on the 7th and the 8th, Ku Walter will replace Queen Neve. And then on the 9th, Ku Walter and Queen Neve will all be rated up once again. And then we have a new banner, presumably. This is going to be the 4-star ticket banner, or the 12 million, 15 million download banners. In the game, this will introduce Abigail Williams coming back. So if you didn't get Abigail Williams last year, this will be your next best opportunity to get her. And then she also comes out with the Caster of Okeanos and Nezha. Now, the big thing about this event most people really care about is going to be the introduction of that 4-star ticket that you'll be able to claim a 4-star character, as the name suggests. And I will have a video on that, and as soon as this event is announced, I will post that video on YouTube breaking down my thoughts and opinions on what 4-star characters you should be looking at, or which characters you should take on with your 4-star ticket. And I still haven't personally decided what I'm going to take. I have a few choices, but overall I'm not really sure. The 10th will be the same, and then the 11th, Ku Walter will go away, but everything else remains the same. The 12th, Queen Neve and Danzo are rated up, as well as Abigail Williams and Nezha, so the Caster of Okeanos falls off for a day or two. And the 13th, Ku Walter will replace Queen Neve, but everything else stays the same on Abby's banner. The 14th, Ku Walter's banner stays the same, but Abby's banner replaces Nezha with the Caster of Okeanos. The 15th will be the final day for the Interlude banner, and this is confirmed on Global, so it's not like I'm guessing here. And I really had to go back in and redo the entire calendar because of this. So I woke up this morning and I was going to record the audio for this video, but we had that Interlude campaign announced and it brought that banner, so it definitely changed a lot of what I was going to do for the event and for the calendar. So it took a little bit longer to get through this video, but I guess it gives us a little bit of a better idea of when we're going to get some things. Anyway, Ku Walter, Queen Neve, and Danzo are rated up, and Nezha will be off the banner for Abby. It'll just be Abby and the Caster of Okeanos. So like I said, the 16th will be, the 15th is the last day for Ku Walter's banner for the Interlude, but the 16th will presumably bring in a new event. Now, I'm expecting this to be the rerun of Altera the Santa, her event for the Christmas event, and that brings Ereshkigal back as the banner unit. I'm not 100% sure on this, but I'm fairly certain that we're going to get something after the Interlude campaign ends, so You know, that could be the Thanksgiving event, that could be this could be, you know, we could rotate this and have this start a week prior and we get the 4-star ticket after on the 16th. Either way, I think we're going to get one of these events on the 16th. Just don't know which one, but I figured this one would be a good one. So anyway, this will be the new event character. Well, it's a rerun from last year. So, Altera the Santa is the event character. Ereshkigal is your 5-star. Medusa Lily is going to be the 4-star character. She'll be rated out through the entirety of the event. And you do have a couple other 5-stars sprinkled in that will rotate with Ereshkigal. So the 17th will stay the same, as will the 18th. And then the 19th, the caster of Okeanos falls off her banner, and Enkidu will get added into the Ereshkigal banner, so the two of them will be rated up at the same time. And then the 20th, Nezha will switch out with the caster of Okeanos, and Ereshkigal's banner will stay the same. The 21st, the caster of Okeanos and Nezha will both be rated up alongside Abby, and Ereshkigal will fall off her banner, and it'll just be Enkidu rated up for the 21st. The 22nd, everything stays the same, and the 23rd, Abby's banner stays the same, and this is going to be the final day for her banner. And Enkidu will fall off, and Altera will be, the rated up servant for the 23rd. Not really sure why Altera is just randomly thrown in there for that one day, but she is there. And the 24th, we'll see Ereshkigal come back, and this will be the same for the 25th. And then on the 26th, which is Thanksgiving in NA, on Japan, they got Lost Belt 3 on the 27th, so I bumped it up one day to the 26th because it's a holiday for America, so I figured that maybe they'll do that on Thanksgiving, or maybe they'll do it on the 23rd, and then they'll do a Thanksgiving event on Thanksgiving, or something. I don't know what's going on. It's going to be very confusing, and I'm really curious to see, when we look back on the month, so when I get ready for December's calendar video to see how close I was, if I was even, accurate at all. Anyway, we do have Enkidu, who's going to replace Ereshkigal for that banner, so he'll be rated up. And then we do have Lost Belt 3, which is going to introduce a couple new characters and a new story chapter into the game. I think a lot of people are excited for that, myself included, especially after reading Lost Belt 2's chapter. I actually read the story for Lost Belt 2, so I'm really excited to see what's going on in Lost Belt 3. Maybe leading up to this, I'll go back and do Lost Belt 1 and just read the story, so that I'm actually a little bit more familiar with what's going on, just so when we go into Lost Belt 3, there's not really any surprises thrown my way that I wouldn't have, that I would have missed if I didn't read Lost Belt 1. Anyway, though, this introduces a whole bunch of characters whose names I cannot pronounce and will butcher every time I say them, so if I do say it wrong, I do apologize, but I've always had a really bad time at pronouncing Chinese names, and I'm going to try and get better now that these characters are actually coming out in the game. But for now, we're going to go with how they sound when I read them. So we're going to have a new 5-star character who's going to be a Berserker, and that's going to be Yang Yu. And, he's a pretty cool character as well. But I do think a lot of people are going to be pulling for Lost Belt Part 2 instead of Part 1, which, sadly, I don't think we're going to get until the very beginning of December. So, if November had a couple more days in it, 31 days, maybe we would have gotten it on the 31st. But I do expect us to get it very early in December. But since that is in December, not November, we will talk about that next month. You also do have 2 new 4-star characters. You have a 4-star Saber, Lanling Wang, and you have a 4-star Lancer, going to be Quinn Lang Yu. Yeah, see, I know that's not how you say it. I don't know how to say it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I think it's Shin Lang Yu. Don't know. I'm sorry. Anyway, I tried. So, the 27th will be the same. The 28th of Ereshkigal will come back, and then that'll be the same on the 29th, but on the 29th, you have Quinn Lang Yu falling off of her banner, and that'll be the same for the 30th as well, rounding out the month. Now, like I said, I do expect us to get a Thanksgiving banner, which will probably have, some older limited characters rated up. I believe we had, Gilgamesh and Kahak rated up in the past. So characters like that will probably come back in a big banner. I don't think it'll be anything, crazy over the top, but it should give you a good opportunity to get a few characters that you might have missed out on in the past. Anyway, though, that wraps up the calendar video. Me personally, I don't see anything on this month that I will especially be pulling for. I'm saving up pretty much everything I have for Lost Belt Part 2, and then if I do get Mothman on Lost Belt Part 2, then I'll go back and pull on Lost Belt Part 1 just because they're new characters. But all in all, I do think this is a very skippable month. Kualter is a very good character, but I already have him. And Ereshkigal, of course, is someone you should get, but I already have Ereshkigal, and I have Abby. So me, personally, this is a skippable month for me, but the characters are all really good. So if you need any of those characters, by all means, go ahead and do your pulls. And, you know, after what Satonai did to me, I definitely need to save up my quartz because I'm struggling a little bit right now. So anyway, guys, that wraps up this video. Another month of Fate. And then for December, I'm going to actually make 2 calendar videos. So the first calendar video is going to be for the month of December, of course. So that'll be pretty standard there. The second calendar video is going to be for my 25 Days of Fate. Of course, I'm going to be bringing that back again for another year. I do think that's a very popular series, if I'm so bold to say so. I think a lot of people have been enjoying that. I hope you have been at least. So I'm going to bring it back for another year. So this year I've done a lot more preparation for it, and I've gotten a lot of the videos like right where I need them to be. So I know what I'm going to do for that month. So I'm going to make a calendar video for the 25 Days of Fate, so you guys can know exactly what video is coming out on what day. And, you know, hopefully that gets you guys a little bit more excited for the videos. Of course, maybe depending on dates and stuff, things might get thrown off course. But for the most part, I have a pretty good idea of what I'm going to do. So I'm probably going to make a calendar video for that, just letting you guys know. And the first 25 Days of Fate video will be the calendars. So spoiler warning, I guess, there. But enough ranting. That will be next month. For now, let me know in the comments down below what you guys are planning to do for November, which banners you guys are excited for, which banners you're going to be pulling for. And until then, I have the links down below to my Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, and Discord, so feel free to check those out. And I'll see you guys next time.